everyone, Emmylou here. Today I want to show you how to draw a capybara. I don't know if I've said that completely correct, but it's a capybara. I've seen them everywhere in Whipsnade Zoo. They're absolutely gorgeous, they're so cute. They look like large guinea pigs. So we're going to draw one today. It's super easy, it won't take that long. We just need a piece of paper, landscape and a pencil. And first of all, we're going to just draw the head. So we want it roughly there. Try and do it quite large as well. So we're going to start off with, let's just draw, if you can see what I'm doing, let's just draw a shape like that to begin with. So just think nice and big, looks like a massive egg, doesn't it? And then coming from the egg, we're just going to do a line. Can you see? It's just that bit of the egg goes down, and then we're going to go raw. So it's like a great big egg with a big round bit. And then just about there with the egg, you're just going to go down all the way to there. So next to this line, we're going to have another line. And then next to that line, we're going to have another line. So next to that line, we're going to, guess what? Another line. So what I've done is the egg, and then from the egg I've gone down, around, and then under the egg I've done a slanted, like a diagonal line, and then down, quite curvy. Next to that, another line, next to that, another line, and can you see how it's big and it's gone down? And then next to that, a tiny little line because it's part of his body. So those two are the legs. So if it looks a bit strange to you on yours, just rub out a few things if you can. Yours might be high, so you don't want it too high. Now we need to do the face, shape the face. So you've got the egg, so what you want to do is chop the top of the egg off just a little bit, and then go round. So it's probably going to look a bit like that. It's got to be quite roundy. Then you're going to do two ears. A little ear there, and then a baby ear there. And you want to do a nose, nostril, a little nostril there. And then we're going to just, I'm just going to draw this lightly because it's just the fur. Because it's nice if you put texture and lines. So can you see I've done one there. Here we're going to put some lines as well. So we're making him look furry. Okay, just a line, and then a little wobbly bit, and then another one. You could do any eye, but it looks quite nice to try this eye. Okay, so I'm going to rub out a little bit of the capybara. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's a tricky word to say, isn't it? Honestly, it's like a massive guinea pig. They're so cool because they sort of, if you ever go to Whipsnade Zoo, they sort of walk around and follow you. But they're quite scared, I think, some of the time. So just get a rubber, rub out the lines, and then you've got to create a really nice, can you see that line there? We're going to just go, and then go out like that. Can you see what I did? So it's like a little bit there, and then the pointy nose, and then that bit there. And then do you know what we could do? We could do some grass, or you could do some land, ground. It's up to you. It's quite nice to add a bit of grass, isn't it? I really like drawing animals. I'd say I'd say animals are one of my favourite things to draw. I like the idea of using paint. So what you could do is get ready with your materials. You can have chalk pastel, oil pastel, watercolour pencil, watercolour paint. You could use acrylic paint. So get ready with your materials and I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, right, what I've got here is pretty messy, but it's my paint. It's my chunky paint. So I am going to get a big brush with water. It's quite a large one, and I'm going to colour in my capybara. Because it's such a light colour, I'm using a light brown. So to make it, I did yellow, blue, and a little bit of red, which is pretty much all your primary colours. And it goes a bit green, so then you've got to put a bit more yellow in, or you can buy it this colour. It's like a caramelly colour, isn't it? Doesn't have to be this colour, because if I'm honest with you, it's probably not actually this colour in real life. It's more of a brown. This one's kind of caramel colour, but I love it because it's so light. It's really quite nice, isn't it? Just putting it on. It's really nice and thick. Do you know what? It definitely looks like my guinea pig now. And it was kind of a gingery colour. Beautiful guinea pig. Used to squeak a lot. Used to go, or did it? No, it was, which I'm sure you didn't need to hear, but that's the noise it made. Okay, face. We're going to colour, because it's a light colour, don't be worried about going over the whole thing, because you'll still see the lines of your pencil. But if it's not a light colour, do not go over the whole thing. Just go around the eyes, and when you get to those bits where the nose is, just go round them, because otherwise you'll lose all your lines and you won't be able to see a thing. Okay, there is my cute little oversized guinea pig. Right, I'm going to do the grass while that dries. So I'm going to get a green. Just going to make a green, which is yellow and blue. So easy to forget, isn't it? You know, I do it constantly. I paint every single day and I forget colours sometimes, like how to make them. I'm sure it's just because I'm tired now and then. Right, so I'm putting the grass. Okay, could put some grass there, I suppose, but it doesn't matter. It's sitting in the grass, which is pretty cute, isn't it? He's sitting in the grass. Okay, right, now let's go over some of the lines. So we want a dark and a light now. So I'm going to get white. I'll try and get white anyway. White and that colour, and I'm going to do, oof, I don't know if you can see. Do you know what, I could do chalk over that, couldn't I? Quite like the idea of that. Let's take this off. I'm going to take this off with my finger so it dries. Do you know what's also quite good? Hairdryer tends to dry out really nicely. So do you know what? Let that dry. Let's just let it dry and we'll come back to it once it's dry. So I'm going to get, that's what I did with the white. I did it there, there, there. I just did it here and there. And then I'm going to get the dark brown. And what I want to do is where it's shadowy. So anywhere where there's shadow under the head is good. Then maybe just where the ear is. I would probably almost say around the back. Okay, then you can just smudge a little bit. You don't need to smudge too much. And I think some of my paint's still wet. So to be honest, you don't really need to smudge much at all. Kind of looks good as it is already, doesn't it? Then get your black. And I'm going to do the nostril and the eye. Can you see that he looks a little bit angry, doesn't he, bless him? Ooh, got it on my nose. Now I'm going to outline him only for the fact, with a hairy back, only for the fact he'll stand out a lot better if I do. So when you're outlining it with black, you could do a little bit of hair there. I've got whiskers, but you probably don't need to add those in, to be honest. So I would definitely suggest to to do paint and then chalk, because it does look really nice, and I would say that you could even go over the grass if you put some green there, like he's sitting in it. Bit of blue. This grass is yellow, isn't it? But if you put a bit of blue, it looks kind of cool. So it's just smudging it round to make it look like grass coming up. And there is my capybara. It's very tricky to say. There's my awesome animal. Have a go at doing that and see how you get on. Like, subscribe and share, and I will see you soon. Bye.